Hello. Hello. My name is Ulysses Clayton Man III, and today I'm going to be talking about the main problem with race swapping. Now, I had originally planned to talk about race swapping and the problem with the amount of time black people get within animated films. But I think this problem is pretty huge to the point where I cannot talk about both of these issues within a certain amount of time. I may go over the time limit again, please forgive me, but I'm going to have to get into it. So, what exactly is race swapping? Well, race swapping, also known as race bidding, is an action term used when a media content creator, so meaning any authoritative figure within the media industry, the entertainment industry, producer, director, writer, comic book writer, publisher, etc., has changed a race of an originally written character and becomes officially a part of the produced product, whether it's a film or a comic book, etc. And this is mostly oriented around film. So, the reasons behind race swapping. I'm gonna list the reasons behind the race swapping, the problem it causes, and how everything is kind of tied into each other. So the reasons behind race swapping. 1, for the sake of diversity. A quick cash grab. For the sake of being able to say they represented the race or / being woke. Or the good deeds. When media content creators are too lazy to represent an originally written character, whether they're black, Latino, Asian, or any people of color for that matter. The problem it causes. Racial divide. People of color, or more so, black people settling for less. Makes people think that black people have an agenda to blackwash everything. Excuse the typos, y'all. Now, let me get into how everything is tied into each other. The reason behind race swapping is all for mainly one reason, and it's the quick cash grab. How does the cash comes in at? Well, also, every reason that I just mentioned ties into the quick cash grab. And the quick cash grab ties into black people settling for less. So how do they go hand in hand? Well, here how they go hand in hand. So black people, we love, given the history of this country, we want to have something to escape to, and we consume a lot of shows and media, entertainment, and we love like comic book action heroes. We love a good escape, and we consume a lot of anime and stuff like that. Now, but one thing I should mention that's not really like our consumption of things is not limited to entertainment. It's also we like to consume a lot of material things, and when it comes to the races of accumulation of money, our race is like the only race that barely accumulates any money. We don't have that generational wealth or that wealth that we can circulate around our own race. We don't hold on to our money. We just consume because of the status. We like to get that status of wealth. We like to buy things that represents wealth a lot. But I'm gonna get into that's a topic for another time. But one thing, for example, the Black Panther movie. That movie made 1.3 billion. Why? Because of us, duh. I mean, other people watched the movie too, duh. But we was there for that show. All right. They saw this. Whoa, that's a lot of money. Maybe we should race swap. I mean, that's actually didn't get that idea, but they just paid attention to the numbers of money. Everybody, when it comes to money, they just paid attention. And when it comes to black people, you know, consuming shows and movies, yeah, kind of self-explanatory. And so, that sake of diversity, how does that tie into capacity? How many people can we include? How many people can we get to watch this show? That's how that ties into that. Now, the good deeds, or for the sake of being able to represent that they, being able to say that they represented the black race, right? It's not just, it's not just black race, but I'm focusing on that. But, the white saviorism, the white hero, the white savior. Sometimes race swap would happen, and black people would be like, "Oh, we didn't ask for this, but I'll take it." Instead of getting what we asked for, which was representing film, or having a film representing the character, originally black-written character. Now, Black Panther and Spider-Verse, bro. That's where the money's. Anyways, that's the way it's supposed to work. That's how you're supposed to go about it. The show Luke Cage. All right. Now, how does it cause racial divide? And how does it make people think that we have an agenda to blackwash everything? So, I'm going to get into that as I show you these examples. Alright. Okay. Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch. Now, Johnny Storm is from the Fantastic Four in the comic. Well, the hero group, Fantastic Four, was also a comic series. Yeah. The first two films were in the 2000s, and, everybody in there was white. Everybody in there was white, and still is. And just because Ben turned into an orange thing, he's Orange Rock, he still is white. If he were to turn back to normal, he's still white, okay? Johnny Storm and Susan Storm, they're the Invisible Woman. Anyways, they're siblings, the brother and sister, bonded by blood, right? When they came out with the Fantastic Four film, the 2015 one, it caused an uproar. Not a huge uproar as what I'm about to show you, but it caused an uproar. Black people were confused, white people were mad. You see where I'm getting at? Even black people were mad too, because it's like it was all of a sudden. I'm like, what? And how they wrote it, they made Susan Storm like an adopted child and sister to the black Johnny Storm. And it's like, what? And it's just so odd. So, like, the way they changed the story, and it just wasn't. I don't recall a comic where there was a black Johnny Storm. So, instead of writing an originally written character that joins the Fantastic Four, an originally written black character that joins the Fantastic Four, and his name is I don't know, Matthew McConaughey or something like that. No. Or okay. Or they have Luke Cage joint. Either or. They would take an originally written character, change the race, just warp it into what's not true, and call it a day. That's not how that's supposed to work. That's not how that works at all. Now, what I'm about to show you, I'm gonna show you something. And this film right here, the latest Fantastic Four, the 2015, was the start of the race swap trend. Was one of the starting points of the race swap. Now, boom! Got to the big guns here. Little Mermaid. Oh yeah, Little Mermaid. Man, I'll tell you, when this came out, the trailer, white people were mad. They were mad. And black people were happy. The little black girls were ultra happy. They had something to look up to, right? Let me get to this. So, Little Mermaid story. There was a Little Mermaid story. Before the animated adaptation, there was a mermaid story. It mentioned nothing about race, and nobody even knew about it until, and they still don't know about the real story. They just know about this one until they made an animated adaptation of The Little Mermaid. And this is the Ariel that everybody knew and loved, right? This is the Ariel that everybody knew and loved, right? Alright, cool, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Then. Oh my gosh. And then they said, you know what? I think we need to make some more money. I think we need to be the hero. I think we need to be the white saviors for the black people. I think they need something that they can watch. Because I'll be damned if I'm gonna make an animated version of, a live action version of Princess and the Frog, or make it a better princess or another black princess or whatever. They just didn't want to do it the right way. And so what they did, boom, a race swap. Now, let me get to how it caused the racial divide and tension and making people think that we have an agenda to blackwash everything. Alright? Okay, as I mentioned, people knew about this. People knew this Ariel, despite that there was an original story of this, The Little Mermaid. And when this came out, there was a trend. There was a hashtag. It was kind of racist too, and it said the way that people went about it. I said, hashtag not my Ariel. That's not my Ariel. No sir. This right here, I don't know who this feller thinks she is. Huh? That you can just come over here and just say you're Ariel? No. You guys just turn everything you touch black people. Huh? And then you also have to look at it this way. Because it's one thing you have to look at, like the history of blackface, right? How we was mocked, right? And you could say this is reparations, but no, it's not. It's kind of, again, it does more harm than good. Because again, you're taking something original, or yeah, you're still taking it off of something original, because this is both of these are Disney, right? So to kind of change. Oh man, I could go about it all day. I'm gonna actually mention that at the very end. But when they saw this, everybody was ooh. Black people were happy, white people were ultra mad. They were mad at us. They were kind of mad at Disney, but they were still mad at us. And when I saw it, I was like, oh no. Oh no, damn. And so, reason being, I knew what was going to happen. I knew the total reaction that America was going to have when this trailer came out. And I was like, oh shit, oh no. And then I had to go to the comic section. And not to my surprise, they reacted the way I expected them to. Racist. But here's the dealio, right? The hashtag not my Ariel. Oh wait, that's what I was trying to get at. The pulling the strings, right? We did not ask for this. We did not ask, hey, can you make Ariel black and make a live action film? We did not ask. We did not ask. We did not ask. I'm gonna say it one last time. We did not ask. And so when that happened, when this happened, this is what I'm about to mention now. This is where it ties into the Settling for Less. We saw this and it was like, all right, I'm rocking with it. Let's go. And don't see the whole issue, the whole problem with that. And again, that's where the us settling for less is, and also that's how everything that I mentioned up till now, how they tie into each other. They're trying to get that money. And I said, oh, see, black people are gonna love this one. Oh yeah, they're gonna love this. And the thing about it is, we're still gonna look at the movie. You see what I'm getting at, though? That's why the race swapping is a lazy way of making that money, that green, or so-called lazy way, and also a lazy way of trying to represent the black race, the black population, and that's not cool. So, now, a fun thing about this one right here, it actually brought people together. Rather, it brought white people that wasn't racist, white people that was racist, black people that loved themselves, black people that didn't love themselves, coonery, and other people of color, whether they were racist or not, or whether they loved themselves or not. It brought them all together. It brought us all together. And we said, yo, this is whack. This is whack. But I don't think they were, well, they was mad at the race swapping at first. Then they actually decided to give it a look. And it was just terrible. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Ultra terrible. It's just an ultra terrible show. So I'm gonna say that the race swapping combined with this show, all together, just ultra trash. Yeah. Now, this is the expectation that movies. Well, actually, I mean, you can say it's one of the expectations. They just don't care. They just want to make that money, that moolah, and make that money. That money. This is what they're expecting. They're expecting. Oh, sorry. Hold on. They're expecting that we will get this. Like, hey man, like this is great. Yeah, man, like, yeah, we're together. Yeah, oh yeah. When actuality, we get this right here. Oh my goodness gracious. We get this right here. And it's just, we get racial divide and racial tension. Now, I'm going to say this. So, I'm going to use an example. This character right here. Yeah, this character right here. This character's name is Silver the Hedgehog. So I'm going to give an example of why race swapping is bad. Other than all the reasons why I just mentioned. I'm going to just give this last reason why. So imagine, this is an originally written character. And this is my favorite character, one of my favorite characters. Imagine somebody taking this originally awesome written character and just take it and warp it to their own image and say, alright, this character is gay now because I want it to be gay. Excuse me? That's not the way you're supposed to go about it. That's you take something original and you just warp it to your own image, to your own liking, and you call it official. It's official now. This character is gay. Ultra no-no. Super duper no-no. That's the most laziest and the most disingenuous way to so-called represent a community. It's like a slap in the face to the original creator. Duh. The person who wrote the character. Duh. It's an ultra slap in the face, and it's just silly. It's ultra silly. Instead of taking the time for you to originally write your own character. I tried to draw this character. I really tried. But instead of taking the time to originally write your own character and doing what it takes to get this character to be on screen or whatnot, or get it some some traction, some nice heat, some views, whatever it may be, put it in the spotlight. You're gonna take an originally written character and you call it a day. Like, this is it. Yeah, we're representing, all right. No, you're not. If anything, you're just taking something and warping it to your own image and ideals, and you're just trying to justify butchering somebody else's creation. That's all you're doing. Ah, damn. Yeah. Sometimes race swapping works, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Nick Fury was done correctly. He was a different originally he was white, but they made black Nick Fury by saying, hey, this is Nick Fury but from a different Earth. Saw how they introduced that? Miles Morales. They didn't put black skin on Peter Parker and say, this is Peter Parker from now on. Get used to it. No, they made an originally written character, Miles Morales. Gave him his own uniqueness, his own unique powers. Give him some electricity and make him turn invisible. And that was like the best written character in the Spider-Verse. Huge money. Ultra. And I'm excited to go see the film. Again, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And the way the entertainment industry is doing it now, it's very toxic and it's doing more harm to the black community than it is good. That's it.